In 1994, he was accused of raping a young woman he met at a New York nightclub. Tupac, however, maintained his complete innocence throughout the trial.
Well, I just had to listen to the prosecution's closing argument, and it was just so far from the truth that it really just has me drained at the end of the day. But I'm leaving it in the hands of the jury. I'm learning a lot about people's innermost fears in this trial, because it's not even about my trial no more. It's just about loud rap music, tattoo having thugs. It's not even about me no more. It's about, some nightmare that these people having.
She's talking about thug life and all that, trying to...
He's definitely guilty. Anybody with thug life tattooed on their stomach is guilty. What type of reasoning is that? You know what I'm saying? We got different backgrounds. We come from two different places. Just because I look different than her doesn't mean that I'm a sodomizer or a raper. They've said it I can't understand why it's this close. They talking about there's no evidence that I ever sodomized her, even though you put that all over the paper. And every time they take a quote out of this courtroom, they take a quote from out of her mouth, which is, the stuff to put me in jail. It's nothing that's been true. I just want print the facts so everybody can sort it out. My life is ruined because nobody has a chance to get the facts.
I interviewed quite a few women who knew Tupac, who loved him, and to a woman, and women who didn't know him. No one believes that he actually was guilty of the sexual abuse charge.
And the fact is that there was no semen found.
No semen found, no forcible entry, no entry into the anal, no nothing, none of that.
And no fingerprints on the gun.
No fingerprints on the guns, you know what I'm saying? The only time ever there was an act of sodomy, she admitted she did it to me. I should be, putting charges on this girl who sodomized me on the floor of a dance club. Why am I in court? You know what I'm saying? Get my life ripped apart. But I'm here, I'm going to go through it just to show that I have faith in the American system. But for me to have faith in the American system, these juries and everybody else has to, play the same role and to keep an open mind. I'm already convicted. My whole life has been turned around. I lost every job. I lost everything, every opportunity. I can't get buy cars, can't get rent, can't get none of that. But I'm still a survivor. I'm still coming to court, still smiling, still signing autographs. But soon I'm going to go crazy.
The little rape charge and all that, I was with him when he was doing Above the Rim. There's people in the street, you got caught out there, whatever. Yo, that hurt him. That cut him down.
I'm not guilty. People should look me in my eyes. They should look me in my eyes. And anybody that thinks I committed that rape should go get Brenda's Got a Baby and keep your head up and listen to him thoroughly. I have no patience for anybody that doubts me. None, at all. It's too hard out here. You know what I'm saying? If my people don't stand up for me, who is? I understand these white folks looking at me like that because they don't know me. They didn't hear keep your head up. That ain't no fluke. Keep your head up ain't no goddamn come up. I didn't do that for to be smiling in my face to say, oh, he's cool. I did that from my heart. So that if they do try to put a rape charge on me, my sisters could say he ain't about that. Now, if my sisters can't say that, you won't hear another keep your head up out my mouth.
On November 30th, 1994, while on trial for the rape charge, Tupac and his friends walked into Quad City Studios in New York City. Surrounded by gunmen, Tupac was robbed and shot 5 times, including twice in the head.
Shakur was apparently attacked by robbers as he and 3 other men arrived at a New York City recording studio early this morning. A man identified as Shakur's manager was also wounded. Shakur and his road manager are currently on trial on sex abuse charges.
To his doctor's amazement, Tupac checked out of the hospital that same morning and attended his court hearing bound to a wheelchair. He didn't want the jury or the court to think that the previous night shooting was a publicity stunt. Despite the courage it took for him to go to court, Tupac was still convicted of sexual assault charges.
Shakur was found guilty of sexually abusing a woman last November in a New York hotel room. The jury acquitted him of more serious charges, sodomy and illegal carrying a weapon. Shakur, who was shot 5 times Wednesday during an apparent robbery attempt, was not in the courtroom when the verdict was read.
I would like to introduce myself to you and tell you who I am. I was Tupac Shakur's bodyguard, not by choice, but by fate. I believe that God has all of our lives planned. Tupac's mother, Afeni, and I both believe that Tupac was called home on September 13th, 1996, and that was God's plan for Pac. The last year of his life was my time with him. It's a time I'll never forget. I became a Tupac fan. This documentary shows one of those special times with Pac. For all of his fans, sit back and enjoy the truth about this brave young soldier. Enjoy and God bless.
shoot.
Freeze! Drop your weapons!
You tell him I'm taking over this motherfucking jailhouse.
Ain't nobody ever got out of here. It's impossible.
You wanna be a kingpin? Drop your heat, nigga.
Drop your heat, bro.
Drop yours, cuz. You know how we do it on the east side. East side up, east side.
Doghouse taking over.
Yeah.
Let's get our chips.
I used to have a homie who would lend me cash, let me use his car and stay down for the mash. And when the game came to me, I did the same for his ass.